Facts Only Test Prep.
Welcome to Facts Only Test Prep. We're called Facts Only because we give you everything you need and nothing you don't when it comes to the SAT. So please enjoy the next video.
Make or break words.
Hey everybody, it's Corey. I wanted to expand on something that we've already talked about. We've discussed why we need to eliminate bad answer choices instead of going to look for good answer choices. And I promised you that I would tell you the words that are very commonly used by the SAT to try to pull you in emotionally to a bad answer choice. I'd like to share them with you today. I've actually got them listed in three categories. There's aggressive or negative language, there's absolute language, and there's what I call overly scientific language. All of this is what I would say falls under the category of too strong, usually wrong. Why are they trying so hard to talk you into an answer choice with this language? So if you see language like argue, attack, criticize, mock, provoke, or controversy, all of that is strong language. It pulls us in, but it's very often incorrect. The same is true for absolute language. Always, never, only, must, cannot, impossible. I don't have it written here, but even a word like unique means one of a kind. It doesn't mean rare. It means that there's only one of them. So the Mona Lisa is unique, but even a set of twins is rare. Language that's overly scientific. So words like analyze, prove, evidence, confirm, data, define, illustrate. All of these, again, can be part of a correct answer choice. But if we see the word define in an answer, then the passage in question had better define the term that's being used. All of this language is associated with bad answer choices. What kind of language is good? Neutral language. Words like discuss, suggest, note, present, propose. Subjunctive language like could. Hey, that could happen. It could. And then softening language like relatively or potentially. None of this language commits to information the way that the language in my earlier categories do. That other language guarantees a result. Think about this. If your parents tell you that you have a curfew, you have to be home by 11 o'clock. You get home at 4 in the morning. If they ask you the next day, what time did you get home last night? And you say 10:30, you're a liar. But if you say, I'm not sure exactly when I got home, it could have been kind of late. I know that it was dark out and I was cold. Boy, I can't quite tell you. None of that language attaches itself the way that specific language does. This is why neutral language is good and all of that strong language is problematic. Lastly, beware of judgment, comparisons, or quantity. Words like should imply a judgment or an opinion that is often not a part of the passage. Comparisons, specifically the phrase more blank than, implies quantity when that quantity might not be present. And then quantity specifically, like 57%, had better be present in the passage if it's going to be part of an answer choice. I've written my own little sample question here just because it incorporates all of these concepts. This is not a part of any of the practice tests that we normally link to, but feel free to enjoy it as I go over it with you. If I wanted to say coffee is enjoyed by many, I'm not committing to a lot of information there. But if I say coffee is more popular than tea, I'm using a construction that is very often not supported by a passage. If I say people shouldn't drink as much coffee as they do, notice that the language shouldn't implies a point of view, and that kind of judgment or point of view is often not present in a correct answer because it's not supported by the text. Lastly, coffee is twice as popular as it was 20 years ago. Now you might think that. You might see a Starbucks on every corner. You might see that Even YouTube celebrities are drinking coffee at every opportunity. But just because you believe that doesn't mean that that information is supported by the text. And one way that test makers will use your own opinion against you is to provide quantity, numerical values that are not supported by the text. Keep an eye out for all of these little patches of quicksand. Look for neutral language, and you'll have a great day with the reading section. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure that you like us and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll get information on the new videos as soon as they're available. It helps us a lot. Also, visit us at factsonlytestprep.com. That's where you'll find links to the tests that I use in my lessons, along with some other resources that we prepared for you. Thanks and good luck.